Hello, my beautiful brides. Welcome to Bridal Live. I am Liana Harris from Always Couture Bridal Boutique, where we are committed to elevating the bridal experience with private styling sessions, curated gowns selected just for you, and a champagne toast to celebrate when you say yes to the dress. Now, today I am going to talk to you about 5 ways to avoid a wardrobe malfunction. Starting with number 5, safety pins. So I've got a few here in different sizes, and you should always keep a few on you for your big day. They can do a multitude of different things, from repairing a broken bustle to replacing the closure on a strap, keeping your zipper together at the top, if your hook and eye break. These are all very common things that happen with wedding gowns. They are a very tight fitted and heavy garment to wear on your wedding day, and any little thing can happen. So it's always a great idea to carry a few safety pins around just in case something happens. Now, number 4. This is actually something that I use on a regular basis, and you would be surprised at how far they go. These are baby wipes. And I'm telling you, there are almost no stains that you cannot get out with a baby wipe, assuming you get there fast enough. So whether it's a little bit of makeup or a little bit of a drink that you spill on your dress, or on your now husband's suit, or one of your bridesmaids, gets lipstick on something, any of those things, baby wipes are a surefire way to clean up a disastrous mess really quickly. Really, it's just a matter of scrubbing the area lightly with the cloth. If you need a little bit of extra moisture, just get a little water on them. They work wonders. I'm telling you, I clean dresses all the time, and I always have a stack of baby wipes on me for any such occasion. Number 3. Now this one's going to sound a little odd for those of you who have never done it before, but I promise you this is a lifesaver. A bar of soap can come in handy with dresses, particularly ones like this beautiful lady here, that have the tulle on the shoulders. So whether it's a spaghetti strap, a thicker strap, a high neckline that cuts off at the collarbone, any of those things, you'll want to have a bar of soap on you. Now this is not a real bar of soap. This is just for demonstration. This is just a sponge. But what you want to do is you'll take it and actually rub it on the inside of the shoulders, along the neckline, around where any tight seams might be that are made out of this scratchy material. Tulle is not the most friendly thing for our skin, and those of us particularly who have a fairer complexion can get red marks pretty quickly and easily when we have tulle or scratchy material really tight to our skin. So if you take a bar of soap, dry soap, not wet, and just rub it around the edges of those pieces of fabric, you'll find that it makes them a little slipperier. It also, puts a little bit of conditioner on them, because soap is usually made with some kind of lotion or moisturizer or something like that that can actually help to soften your skin in those areas and keep you from getting red marks. Now, number 2 is body tape, which I unfortunately wasn't able to get in time in order to have it for this video. I would like to stock it in my shop very soon in order to provide it for our brides, but I don't have any today. So I'm just going to describe it to you. If you've never heard of body tape, it is a fantastic invention, particularly for those of us, me excluded from this, I'm not quite that gifted, but those of us with a heavier chest. So body tape works a bit like, it looks a bit like medical tape. It's usually a variety of different skin tones, and it's got a very strong adhesive. It's like a bit of a mix between medical tape and athletic tape, because it's got a stronger adhesive, it holds things very tightly, and it's meant to keep things in place. And really what you want to do with it is just stick it to wherever you want it to anchor to, really. Put yourself where you want yourself to go, and then you fold it up. And the great thing about it is that it works a bit like a bra, but you can cut it to be whatever shape you want. So if you're working with a really low cut dress or something that's strapless and you can't wear a bra, this is a really great solution for that. You can also use it for a variety of other things, putting it on the heels of your feet to keep yourself from getting blisters if you haven't broken your shoes in enough. It can also keep you from getting those scratchy marks as well if you have a little bit more leeway with your straps. If you have lace that's covering more area, or you have something that isn't quite so sheer, you can put a bit of that down. It is skin tone usually, so you won't be able to see it, and you can camouflage it. Now, number 5 is the thing that I want to stress more than anything else. The biggest way to avoid a wardrobe malfunction is to make sure that you're properly I don't know a good word for this, that you have a proper foundation in your dress to begin with. So that's what I'm really going to talk to you about, is foundations, undergarments. When you have a good fit in your dress, which a lot of the time happens if you're pairing your gown with the right undergarments, then you have fewer things to worry about. So, for instance, I have a few examples here. These are long line bras, so they come in a variety of types. This one is very flexible in the front. It doesn't have a lot of structure or boning. It's really just meant to hold you in, make you feel secure, but also to give you a smooth surface. So one of the biggest problems that we have with bunching and gathering in places that are really unflattering on the body is when the fabric tends to stick to you. And one way to avoid that is to wear an undergarment underneath your dress so that the fabric sits on top of the fabric and it can slide against it instead of getting stuck to your skin. Now, another type of undergarment another type of long line bra is the one with full boning. So this one has boning all the way around. It is a fully structured corset top. And what this does is it adds structure to a dress that doesn't have it. So a lot of dresses have built-in structure. They'll already have boning like this on the inside of the dress, or it already has corseting in it so you can cinch it, something to that effect. And long line bras like this can come either with the regular bra closures, or they can come with corset attachments so that you can cinch them. And what this does is, if for instance, like you can see with this dress, and it's going to be a bit hard to see from here because it's all one color and there's not a lot of differentiation to show you where the structure is, but this dress has almost no boning. Like you can see, I can squish it, there's nothing stopping it. And what happens when you wear a dress with no boning, no structure in it, is that it tends to conform to you. So it's going to want to move where you move and bunch whenever you lean forward or move your legs or sit down. And the way to avoid that is to add the structure underneath. So if you want your dress to lay perfectly flat against you, you'll want to wear a corset under it in order to keep, again, the fabric from touching your skin, but also to keep the fabric pushed away from you with that boning. That's what boning does. Boning keeps the curves of the dress, that's how you'll see it in the cup, and it keeps the lines of the dress flowing, very flat, very structured and held in place. But dresses with less structure have more movement. So if you want something that's flowy and natural and moves with you and maybe shows off your curves a little bit more, then you'll want to go with something with less structure. But it really just depends on what you want for your perfect look. But I always recommend doing some kind of undergarment, either from the built-up long line bras, corsets, and all of that, to something just like a shapewear. Now, I have one here that is a near full body shapewear. It's not entirely full body, but it comes all the way up the shoulders, all the way down the legs to about mid-thigh. I'm not sure if this one, I think this one just comes around the chest, even though it shows her with a bra of some kind on. But yeah, so this is a bit like a jumpsuit, which works really well for, again, having the fabric fall against you instead of sticking to you, which works really well for something like a all satin gown. So with those thin, somewhat sheer all satin gowns, I usually tell women, go all in or nothing at all. You either need to wear something that covers all the way down to almost your knees, or don't wear anything. It depends on your comfort level, of course. Because if you wear something that even comes to, like, you know, around your hip area and your dress is form-fitted, you're gonna see those lines. It's like a panty line. You don't want to be able to see your panty lines through your dress, so that's why we wear the shapewear over it, to cover those. But you need to wear a long enough shapewear so that you don't see the lines of the shapewear. And that's included in the bra line, the way it hits on the back. Now, there are a lot of different companies out there that sell shapewear, but I've been recommending people to Skims just because they are made specifically to be really plunging. It goes really low in the front and really low in the back, particularly for bridal gowns, because a lot of bridal gowns show off a lot of the back, and a lot of shapewear can't be worn with them because it comes up too high and you'll see it. And the object is you don't want to see your undergarments, you know, through your dress, either through a sheer back, a sheer front, or what have you. So we try to find things that are a bit bridal appropriate, that are either just really low cut already, or maybe just come up to the waist. There are things called Spanx that are a bit like an underwear, but they come up really high and they go really long in the leg. These all offer varying levels of comfort and coverage. So you want to be able to test the waters a little bit, see what works best for your comfort level, your type of dress, your body type, everything, so that you can feel the most comfortable on your big day. Okay, and that is it for today. I am Liana Harris, coming to you from Always Couture Bridal Boutique in West Bloomfield, where we are passionate about creating unforgettable bridal moments, and we can't wait to do that for you. Now, if you love this video, then please join me next Wednesday for another episode of Bridal Live at 4:44 Eastern Standard Time. But until then, shine on, my radiant brides, and happy planning!